Coming to you live from North Dakota. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
Woohoo! We're here. It's being, forgive me if I appear a bit loopy, but we've been driving all day pretty much. Not all day. We stopped at several different places, and now we're gonna be at this location. But this camera is not looking so good, is it? Let's do something real quick. Boom. Oh, much better. Yeah. In any case, here we are, and so happy to be here, chatting with you guys once again. Yeah, another Friday, and that's it. Let me get to some of your comments here. I just did a speed test, and he was flying, so we should be 1080, 4K. I don't know, whatever the maximum is on, on this thing. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late, but there was a lot of construction on the road, and it was a beautiful drive. By the way, North Dakota is not only cornfields. I can attest to that. I've been reliably, I have empiric evidence that it is not. William Brody, hello, Tracy's channel. Hello, Tariq Vlogs. Good afternoon, Robert. Love from Toronto, Canada. Hello, Michelle K. And the RV DJ is here. RV DJ, I want an IPA. My favorite IPA from Kansas City. Officially, not a sponsor. They should be, but they're not. And that's the Calling IPA, double IPA from Boulevard. What a great beer this is. So cheers, everybody. I want to cheer. And before I forget, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. It's coming up this Sunday, and let me show you real quick the view outside our window here. It's a beautiful day in North Dakota. Beautiful day. And of course, here we are. It is 1 hour earlier here. As you can see, the computer says 5 p.m., 5:15. But we are almost at 4:15 p.m. If we cross the river, we are an hour earlier. So cheers, that Darlene Barcelo. And the Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Thank you always for being here, for moderating and all that. And the Red Jaguar also. Red Jaguar, recently retired Red Jaguar. Where are we going next, Red Jaguar? Remin Pasión, nice cap, Traveling Robert. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I got it at one of the, actually, what was the visitor center, I believe. I believe it was in Nebraska, but at this point, it's a blur. But I haven't been able to find, this is my Yellowstone. I'm wearing it in honor of, all the sad things that have happened in Yellowstone over the past week or so. And all the road. I was going to go to Yellowstone as part of this trip, as part of one of the detours. And that's kind of out of the question now. Big Jim Slade, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Please say hello to little Matthew Slade, and congratulations on his first big boy haircut. He's a lifelong viewer to all. Well, congratulations, Matthew Slade. Big boy haircut. I do need a haircut. Maybe, since we're probably gonna be in this town for a couple of days, I might get a haircut. Ryan Reisling, greetings from Houghton, Michigan. Hello there. RBC Photo, happy Friday. Finding Five Palms. Hey, Robert, from where? From Long. Could be Long Beach, could be Long Island, could be the long and winding road. Cheryl Gaddis from Northern California. Hello there. And Jay, happy Friday. And Michelle K says, hello, Ileana. Yes. And she says, hello back. Hey, Christopher Olson, cheers. Actually, cheers. It's been a long drive, so today I kind of deserve it, I think. Hmm. Maybe I should line up the orifice with my mouth. Huh? Who else is here? Darren Barrett Walsh. Hello, Ely and Traveling Robert. Hello there, Robert Powell. Stephen Loy. Hello there, Stephen, from the great city of Savannah, Georgia. And we are so behind on the videos that. Um, do you see me with a delay? Like, I think there's something going on here. Let me reset something real quick because there's a weird technical difficulty here and I don't like it. Let's see if this works now. Yeah, this computer has been acting up, and you see the frame rate is kind of weird, and I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I think it tends to overheat. Yeah, it's one of those things. So if the frame rate is not what it's supposed to be, it's not on your end. It's my computer that is acting up. Robert spying on his neighbors again. Well, I disconnected that camera. I don't know. So something's going on with this computer that it can't handle the two cameras. I don't know what's going on. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes, sir. Yes, William Irizarry, Margaret Contreras. Hola, Roberto. You don't look loopy. You look fantastic. Just like your videos. Happy Friday. Thank you for sharing outstanding videos. You rock. Your wife and your mom, so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, mom should be watching at some point here. Oh, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Welcome, welcome to the show. Ask Remy, super hot in Naples, Florida. My AC broke. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is that a new AC you bought for the RV, or this? I don't know. In any case, here we are. Here we are. I'm trying to read some of your comments here. Did you get your cap at the overlook at Gavin's Point Dam? Love that little place. No, I don't think it was Gavin's Point. It was. Well, it's the one that has like the life size replica of the keelboat. Like it's like a fairly new replica of the keelboat. That's where I got it. I'm pretty sure. By the way, it's pretty hot in North Dakota. It's been pretty hot. It's been cooling down at night a little bit, but during the day it's been pretty hot. Uh, well, Remy, hope you stay cool down there in Naples, man. Uh, uh, you should. I don't know. Cheers, Robert. I'm toasting you with a scalping IPA this afternoon. Well, cheers. I'm the calling IPA. You know, is my calling. What can I tell you? Mm, it's so good too. And cheers, Robert. Hey, everyone. Hope all is well. All is well. Hey, Dylan Reynolds. Welcome back. And pass by the Yellowstone Park at Natural Bridge, Jellystone Park. Yeah, this computer is about to crash any minute now. Um, I'm gonna need to start a GoFundMe to buy me a new MacBook Pro. I'm kidding. Passed by the Jellystone Park at Natural Bridge, Virginia today, and thought of you, Robert. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this MacBook Pro isn't even that old, and it's been acting up a lot lately. So here we go. I'm wondering why the stream was delayed. Well, there was some construction on the state route here, and as I usually do, I underestimate. Yeah, it froze. It froze, and it's not the internet. I hope you guys can still hear me. This is the computer. It's the computer. This is crazy. This is just absolutely crazy. I don't know what's going on. Let me switch cameras. Maybe it is this camera. You think it might be this camera? Just making it up as we go here on the fly. Hold on. Don't nobody go nowhere. This is very embarrassing, but yeah, my this is very embarrassing. But my technology is like falling apart. My technology is falling apart as we go along. No, it's not the camera. This one is doing the same thing. It's this MacBook Pro. What can you do? In any case, Joanne Marie Gagnon, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And oh, Pat Johnson, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Uh, and when are you coming to Vancouver, Washington? Well, we're still over a month away from the West Coast, believe it or not. We have a couple of detours that we're going to do. I mean, the whole trip has been delayed, and we're going to make it. And I'm really looking forward to getting out there. But yeah, it's let me maybe if I close the window, it gets cooler in here, because that's the thing. It's being really hot on the computer. It's overheating. That's probably what's happening. Upper sure won't comp you one. No, I know. I know, and this computer, it's when it was new, it was great. I mean, it was great until a couple of months ago. This is the last Intel model that that Apple ever made, and and Casita Harvey Life. Thank you for that super chat. I will start a new computer fund. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Uh, the internet is pretty good here, by the way. It's not the internet. I mean, I was getting 12 megabits up on T-Mobile, which is the one that I'm using right now. I didn't have time to set up Pelistar, which is what I like to call my Starlink. But anyway, we have too many trees here for Starlink, so hello, Ram. I'm tapping through a tablet. That's why I'm not tagging anyone. Well, hello there. Patrice Scatolling, if room temperature is hot, you might want to consider a laptop stand with fans to cool the laptop down. Yeah, and one of the things that this RV, one of the quirky things about this RV, the AC doesn't cool down as much here in the slide room as it does in the rest of the RV. It's just a thing of the Truma Aventa. So, are you going to make it to Bishop? Probably not. Probably not. I wish. I love that area, but Stephen Lloyd, try the internal camera on the computer. I disabled that internal camera, and I don't know how to re-enable it. But I'm gonna work on that. It's not as good as the Logitech, but it might work better actually. Uh, and my DPEC, my first work camping job in Yellowstone, and we closed my first day. Oh man, the north end took some devastating damage. I'm in the south end. I hear somebody told me that north end road, the one going to Gardiner, is going to take a long time, if ever, for them to reopen it. And of course, I was going to take the Beartooth Highway. That one got destroyed too. And I was going to go into. I was going to mainly do the north part of the park. Lamar Valley, Mammoth, and maybe go down to Old Faithful. I've been there before, but really had never seen it. So I wanted to do that. That's out of the question for this trip. Vagando everywhere por todos lados. Thank you for that super chat. There we go. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Robert Powell, you probably need to reboot, but then you would have to start a new YouTube. Yeah, I don't want to start a new live stream. And I mean, that compressor in the air conditioner is working nonstop, so we should it should be cooling down here momentarily. But Yeah, but the computer is having cooling issues. That's for sure. Maybe I need to clean one of the vents. I don't know. The big Jim's late. We had 107 feels like temp here earlier this week when it was in the low 90s. Next week we expect air temps to be 100. So who knows what it will feel like. Well, when we were was it Kansas City? There was a 103 and it felt like 108. I believe it was Kansas City. So it's being hot in the Midwest. Mr. Robato, are you going to switch to Glacier National Park on this trip, or is that too far off the path? No, it is not too far off the path, and also that was another detour. So one was Yellowstone, one was a glacier. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, we can make both. Uh, Sock Lamb, hello, Robert from Long Beach, California. Cheers! I'm drinking Modelos. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you too. And Garza's on the road. Hola, Robert from Naples, waiting for you to tell me when para la caja china. Let me know. RV site ready for you. Oh man, yes, we have to go. We have to go back there and do the caja china. Let's do that when I get back to Florida. Let's talk. Johnny Kite Bartola, thank you for that super chat. Allow us to buy you a gallon of gas. That's a little more than a gallon of gas, but I know what you mean. Uh, Christopher Olson. Someone said we buy cars. I'm getting a lot of junk lately, by the way, and a lot of people wanting to buy my Florida property for some reason. um, I was reading Christopher Olson, and then I lost that message. But in any case, yeah, it says that it's kind of chilly in Sweden, typical Swedish summer. Um, no, yeah, here and this is the thing. I expected to be in this part of the country a month ago, and then I was kind of waiting for that truck that never happened. Although I hear encouraging news, and this is. We're gonna make a detour. I want to go to the Winnebago Grand National Rally, anyways. So if we make it that far back and the truck is ready, who knows if we? I mean, nobody said I had to do the Lewis and Clark trip. All in one go. We can stop in Great Falls and then pick it up a month later. So we'll see. PM me when you're ready. We'll do. We'll do absolutely. Can't wait to go to South Dakota and North Dakota. Let me tell you something. Because last year I did 2020 I did North Dakota. In 2019 I did South Dakota. Well, South Dakota I did the western part, and it's beautiful, especially once you get to the Missouri River. East of the Missouri, it starts getting like very very flat, and I mean it's a beautiful prairie, but it's a lot of cornfields and all that. But once you get, and today we took a road. It's part of the Sioux Indian Reservation. It was called the Bureau of Indian Affairs Road, and there was a number four. It's dirt road, but it went through this area that it looked like it was, except for the electric, the telegraph poles and the road. It looked like it would have been, in 1804. We saw buffalo, bison to be proper. We saw wild horses, a lot of cattle, of course. We saw deer, and we saw something else that I forget the name now. But beautiful road on these rolling hills, and I almost got myself into a pickle, but I was able to make a U-turn. Viaduct Man, thank you for that super chat. Hello, Robert from Roanoke, Virginia. Do you make it back through Omaha? Love that city. Spent 6 months there with FEMA, and we basically drove through Omaha. We did a little bit of sightseeing. We had an Omaha steak, and an IPA. And but this is the thing. I want to come back to Omaha. They're doing this huge project in the riverfront, and it's going to be under construction for another year and a half. So we want to come back when that is finished. That's going to be beautiful, and then we're going to be able to enjoy Omaha, which is a great city. It's a great city. I mean, it's this computer. The computer is acting up so much that it's even hard to scroll. If we make it to the end of the chat, it'll be a feat. Amaranto Cabrera, I'm happy to be back in the chat. Hey, Amaranto, how are you, man? It's been a while. When we get back to Miami, we have to take that golf cart. M2 chips shipping August 3rd. That's the new Mac, right? Um, I'm gonna wait for the next refresh of the 16 inch model, and then I might pull the trigger. I might pull the trigger. Uh, are you going to Pompey's Pillar in Montana? Yes, I am. Although I isn't Pompey's Pillar one of the places that got damaged with the recent rains? I'm not sure. So if it is open, yeah, that's where Clark, William Clark, he carved his initials uh, on the rock, something that would be illegal nowadays. But that's I guess it qualifies as a petroglyph. Phil Trurella and I'll click again. There you go. Thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert, wanted to make sure you knew that you inspired me and my family to buy an RV, small Geo Pro. Those are great. And we just made our first trip, the Great Smoky Mountains in your footsteps. Keep trucking. Great Smoky Mountains. Uh, Great spot. One of my favorite spots in the United States. We were there recently. It's going to be part of the Lewis and Clark trip of the beginning. No, the first 4 episodes of the Lewis and Clark trip are going to have nothing to do with Lewis and Clark. So I'm going to see if I can come up with a different thumbnail, different logo. But totally lost my train of thought. Uh, but yeah, and there will be a preview episode, with Sun Outdoors very soon as well on that. Ask Remy, July 13th will be 1 full year in my RV. I'm not gonna quit. Hey, congratulations, brother! And no, do not quit. But you need to start traveling a little more. And you get away from that South Florida heat. Go to I don't know, the mountains. Hey, Juan, none. Thank you for celebrating 10 months of membership. But being a chief pelican head, thank you for everything you do, Mr. Robert. No, thank you for being here and for always supporting this work that I do. And William Brody, my grandson. Thank you for the super chat. My grandson Joshua graduated yesterday. Sing something for him. My grands are awesome. And so it graduated. So happy graduation to you. Happy graduation, dear Joshua. Happy graduation to you. Ba-da-bam, bam, bum, bum. Now the AC is starting to cool down. I mean, it's been a hot day here. By the way, did the I started the AC on battery power, and I don't know if it ever switched to the outside. Yeah, we are floating. Yeah. Laura P. Foot, your video inspired us to go to St. Ignace this August. That's in the Upper Peninsula, right? That's where you take the boat to Mackinac Island. Cool town, cool town. I know you were all around us. We were in Staunton, Virginia. Yes, and the only reason I remember the name of the Staunton, Virginia, for some reason, it's funny how your brain works. Is the brand of turntable styluses or styli, I guess you would call it, Stanton. uh, Come by and see us next time. We'll certainly do. I'm gonna go back to that area for sure. Omaha, the SAC Museum outside of town is definitely worth a visit. You used to be able to sit in the cockpit of a B-52 and mess with all the controls, so that would have been cool. And the Curtis family is here, the man, the myth, the legend, the traveling Robert. Thank you. And the computer is starting to work smoother now. So I guess it being cold is the trick. Not cold by any means in here, but yeah. That's a good beer. Dylan Reynolds, everybody in the chat, how is everybody doing today? What is your local time zones? Well, I'm kind of straddling time zones, Dylan. Where I am is 5:38 p.m., but if I drive, let's say 10 miles west, it's going to be 4:38 p.m. So I love driving to the west into the sunset because every 900 miles or so you gain 1 hour. Probably a little less than 900 miles at this latitude. Here, probably every 850 or whatnot. So yeah. Hey Robert, if you return through South Dakota, try the Nicollet Tower, free in my RV. Yeah, Nicollet Tower. I have to look that up because we're coming back through South Dakota, and that's the thing. Everybody, especially the you guys, the patrons and members. When you saw I posted the picture of I posted a Pelican Head update, the Dignity statue. Everybody thought that I was going to continue west on I-90 towards the Black Hills area. And I didn't. I came. I'm kind of following as accurately as possible the route of Lewis and Clark, and we haven't really visited every single marker. I mean, it would take us as long as Lewis and Clark, really, if we were to stop at every single historical marker along the road. Believe me, and it took them what 2.5 years, a little longer. And what was that? Let's see what Nicollet is. Nicollet, Minnesota. No, that's not it, right? Nicollet Tower. An interpretive center. Okay. Somehow I feel like we were there, but no, we weren't. And that's on State Route 10. Okay. You know what? I'm going to add it to the list of things to see, as I just did. So thank you. Thank you always for all your recommendations all the time. Oh, yeah. It's almost as smooth as butter, the camera. I move my head back and forth, and now we are like at 30 frames per second. So, yeah, it's perfect. Robert, are you attending the Hershey RV show in September? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna see if I can. I love going to the Hershey RV show. Not as much anymore to see RVs. I mean, it's when you go to 2 RV shows a year. It's I mean there's incremental improvements, but not every year you see something like dramatically new. Like, I mean, this year Tampa RV show was one of the better ones in a while. When we saw, well, that's when Winnebago Flex finally did its debut. But not only that, Airstream came up with that crazy self-driving Airstream, and well, Winnebago also came up with an electric, and Grand Design came up with that crazy Volta system. A fifth wheel, and there were a couple more. It was one of those where you see a lot of new things, but then it's incremental. I have a feeling that this year Hershey is going to be really good, because last year Hershey was kind of lackluster. We were still kind of in the middle of the pandemic, and a lot of manufacturers didn't go. Like Airstream didn't go. Some of the major ones, and the Canadians didn't go. But it's getting better. It's getting better. Hello, everybody. Say hello to my mom. Happy Friday. Excellent weekend. Greetings from Miami. From the hot. Yeah, it's hot in Miami too, huh? Love and peace to everyone. Mom. All right. So yeah, my mom is here. My mom is here, and Red Jaguar says to smash that like button. Thumbs up for Traveling Rebel. Hey, Red Jaguar, now that you are retired, we have to hang out at the campground one of these days, man. Someday. Uh, Michelle K, you need to fill up that map. You know, I've been neglecting the map, and that's something that I'm going to do tonight, but I want to film it. I mean, it's not that bad. We haven't been to Arkansas, but we've been to Missouri. I mean, I can attest to that. And then Kansas. Yeah, I guess we were in Kansas City, and we did a couple of things on the Kansas side of the city. So yeah, we're gonna add Kansas to it, and then Nebraska and the Dakotas. So we're gonna fill up this tonight. I'm gonna add the stickers. At the beginning, I wasn't sure about Iowa because we basically just nicked the southern corner, but then I realized, oh, we were already in Idaho. I mean, in Iowa. After all, Minitini, we went to the Grand National Rally last year in Iowa, and that was the main thing we did there. But yeah, we did a lot. We visited the Capitol building, and I'm glad I was not the only person with a question about the map. Yeah, the map. You know, I have the all the stickers down there. I need to. I mean, about the map. Yeah. By the way, I've been to all lower 48 and Alaska already, and I've done something significant in pretty much all of them. Even yeah, I mean Connecticut. I'm kind of cheating on that one, and there's another state, another northeastern state. I don't know if it is. I, Delaware will be the only other one that I've pretty much driven through and haven't done all that much. But but this is the thing: having a full map is no fun. So every time I change trailers, and every time I change trailers or RVs, I'm gonna get a new map and try to fill it up again, right? Hey, El Mandalorian. I'm so looking forward to visiting Utah. Utah is one of my favorite states, man. It's one of those places where your brain cannot comprehend the sheer desolate beauty out there. I know some people don't like the desert. Some people prefer vegetation and forests, but there's something to be said about that desolate beauty. It kind of reminds me of C-3PO in the Star Wars, the original. What a desolate place this is when he's talking to R2D2. Hey, DS, hi, Robert. When are you doing a European trip? Let me tell you something. And I was going to save it for next year, but we've done crazier things in the past. And I know in 2009 we did a European road trip, but we did like not even a month in advance. We were like, how about we go to let's see where we can go in Europe. And at the time I had a temp job. I didn't even have vacation, and I just told them, hey, can I take like a week off? Don't pay me if you don't want to. Just a week off, and they said yes. So we went to Europe for a week. We did Dusseldorf, Amsterdam, Bruges, and that was pretty much it. That's all you can do in a week. So we've done crazier things before, and there's something tells me that this fall, we'll see. Gary Soldan, thank you for the super chat. If enough of you want me to do a European road trip, let me know, and I might do it anyway. We also been watching, and the free plug for this couple that we met at the M21 meetup last fall. Their YouTube channel is Cruising with the Colemans, and I feel like I should, tell you about them because they don't have too many subscribers and they're not getting many views. But they're doing this walk. It's a pilgrimage. It's called the Via Francigena in Italy, and it's just their personality and just getting to see those. I mean, I don't want to call them exotic places because I guess everything is exotic when you're not from there. But they're walking. They're walking like 10, 20 kilometers a day, and they drink the wine and eat the pizza or the pasta. And mm, they started in the Alps. They started in Switzerland, and they're walking all the way down to Rome. So if you want to check it out, it's really. I mean, we're kind of hooked on it. Goombas, thank you for that super chat. Cheers, Robert and Ileana. Enjoy. Thank you so much. I was really, really, really appreciate it. And I mean, by the way, thank you all for Desolate Beauty. Kind of reminds me of the space between my own ears. Well, I can kind of relate to. Robert Colpit. Hola, Roberto. Your trip to the shores of Lake Superior convinced us we need to go to the UP again. So feast on pasties. Oh, pasties are awesome. Since you haven't been up there for 43 years, no, you're overdue. Get over there. Get over there right now. And Robert Colpit, again, thank you for that super chat. You see, I read the message before the super chat. Thank you so much. That's almost three-quarters of a tank of gas. No, thank you. I really appreciate it. Ah, complete the stage. Thank you for that super chat. Come to Canterbury, UK. Definitely, I wanna go to the UK. I really do want to learn how to drive on the other side of the road and learn how to shift with my left hand. Um, and all kidding aside, we as you know we were in the UK for a whole like 4 days back in 2015, was it? The UK 15 or 16? I'm pretty sure it was summer 15. May have been 14. No, it was 15 for sure. And we enjoyed it a lot. We did like a tale of two cities. We went to London and Paris. And in London, we did London for a couple of days. We took one of those rushed trips, day trip. They took us to Bath and Stonehenge and Windsor Palace. And by the way, Garces on the road. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And my mom says blessings to everyone. Mom, thank you, Mom. And someone keeps texting me. I don't know what's going on here. All right, Jack. Well, come on, go to the Hershey and pay. I'll pay for you. Thank you, Herbie. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, unless I am like in Oregon in September, I'm gonna go to the Hershey show just because Traveler Robert, check your phone. Yeah, thank you, Herbie. And I mean, we need to. And the other one is spam. When are you going to South America? I've never been to South America. I've been to Central America, Guatemala. I've been to Mexico is technically part of North America. And I was born in Cuba, which is technically the Caribbean, not South America. But I've never been. But I will. I will. Let's call it 2025. Laura Foot, pasties are my. Oh no, look it up. Pasties are my pasties are so great, aren't they? And last time we had pasty was in Mackinac Island at that restaurant, but that wasn't a real pasty. That was a pasty. They put gravy on top, and you had to eat it with a fork and knife. No, pasty is like a big empanada. You just bite into it. So yeah. Michelle K, who has videos about RVing with kitties. We have cats and could compare notes on. No,
The Commons.
the Colemans, yeah. The Colemans have kitties, although right now they don't because they're in Europe and the kitties stayed here. But otherwise, Nomadic Fanatic, right? That'll be the one. Tell us about your Alaska plans, Paul Marovich. I don't have an Alaska plan yet. Actually, by the way, my friend, the pilot, he got a job in Alaska, flying in Alaska. So, hey, you never know. I don't have an Alaska plan right now. I know I want to do it. next summer, but I haven't planned. I haven't planned the western half of Montana yet. As part of this trip. I mean, I kid. I have like a list of things to do. I know what I want to do, but I haven't planned. I know in Alaska, I want to go back to Denali National Park. I want to take a plane to. I know it has a different name nowadays. I can't remember. It's called. I remember as Barrow, Alaska, which is the northernmost point. Uh, I want to do the Dalton Highway again. Want to do the Dempster Highway. I want to go down to Seward and Toke, and all the places that everybody else has seen. I want to see the bear. Go to the river where you can see the bear eating salmon, and I want to go to a glacier, but I don't know where or when. Michelle Kay says, "Does Ileana have some places she would like to go?" She says no.
What I can think of right now.
Yeah, she can't think of anything right now, but Armando Correa.
Hershey. There we
Thank
go.
you for that super chat. Hi, Robert and Elif and Mom. A little something for you to find your way to Hershey, aren't we, Michelle? We're going to have to make it to Hershey, aren't we? And we're going to have to do another meetup at Troig's. And, all right, you convinced me. We're going to Hershey. Even if we have to fly there, we're going to Hershey. William Brody Robert, we that can go when you go, we are there too. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, but, and Ingrid loved today's podcast. I'm glad you did. The podcast is a lot better when I have a lot of stories to share, and this time I did because let me tell you, Kansas City is the greatest secret in the Midwest. What a great city, Kansas City it is. We had such a great time there. And now the people from Des Moines and Omaha or Minneapolis are gonna get mad at me, but it's the one reason in recent memory. And I had high hopes, but I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. And I think Gilly concurs. Um, hey Robert, are you feeling your map behind you? Yeah, I got that question earlier. But yeah, right now we are going to fill up to North Dakota, but eventually on this trip, at least Montana, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, and on the way back, probably California, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, and well, Missouri. Kansas and Missouri, we just have been late filling it up. Lord Pacificus Rumpleton Esquire. Thank you, Robert, for all the great videos you inspired us to start our journey. Right now, we are in Navarre, Florida, but looking. No, can't even read anymore. One of the things I'm going to do one of these days, I need to get me new glasses. Working our way down to Central Florida. So far, loving the RV journey. I'm glad you are. And that's exactly the same thing I felt at the beginning. And, we got hooked. And. It hasn't really gotten old after. I mean, we're gonna celebrate our 8th RV anniversary soon. When are you going to Dallas? Could be as soon as next month. Could be as soon as like in 6 months. We'll see. Dallas is one of the great big American cities we haven't visited yet. I mean, we've been to most, but Dallas is one of those that we haven't been to yet. I'm getting hungry, I mean, we skipped breakfast and we had a very light lunch. So I think at 6 p.m. Eastern sharp, I mean, at 7 p.m. Eastern sharp or 6 p.m. Eastern here, we're going to sign off, find the local saloon and... Oh, we have a frozen pizza in the fridge, in the freezer. We might do that. I was gonna take Illy to the local saloon, but if she wants a frozen pizza and beer, that's what we'll do, right? And maybe I shouldn't drive after this IPA anyway. So frozen pizza it is. When are you going back to the Keys? Probably in the fall. somewhere sometime before. Now that we're going to Hershey, sometime before Hershey, we're going to the Keys. I want to stay at that KOA that everybody's staying at. We stayed at back at the beginning of our RV life, but then a hurricane destroyed the whole thing, and they rebuilt it, and now it's like. And I've seen several videos of other YouTubers who have been there, and it's a great KOA. It was always a great campground, but now it's. Excuse me, it's even better. Christopher Olson, thank you all, and good night from Sweden. See you next Friday. Hey, Christopher, always thank you for being here, all the way from Sweden. I gotta go back to Sweden at some point, at least Stockholm, because what we saw of Sweden was just that, northern. We just drove through basically. We got to talk extensively with our campground host, great gentleman. He had been in the United States, and we had a great conversation. And then we stopped by a supermarket right on the Finnish border, and a lot of people were buying. I guess things are more expensive in Finland, and people were coming into Sweden to buy stuff. I don't know what the deal was, but it seemed like people were buying like a lot of food, like a hurricane was coming. Hey, Robert from Chris Hewer. Hello. Hey, Robert. Hello from Wales, UK. It's been a while saying hello live, but never miss your weekly videos, which are always awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. By the way, this Sunday is going to be the season finale of the trip with Mom, and it's called Southern Charm, and we're going to visit Savannah and Charleston, and I think you're all going to like it. Okay, I reset the chat because it's. I wish I could answer each and every one of your messages here, but it's not easy. Goombas, we're working on 8 years with ours too. The salted rim is getting a new awning this weekend. All right. Where's the next meetup going to be? Well, the next place we're gonna be for a period of time, it's gonna be Rapid City. If anybody wants to organize a Rapid City, South Dakota meetup, let me know. It's still a good 2 weeks away, but let me know if anybody wants to do a Rapid City meetup. Rapid City, South Dakota. Tony 5006 checking out early. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Love from here in the UK. Well, thank you, Tony. And yeah, we have a lot of viewers from the UK. I definitely must. I mean, if we do a London meetup, how many people do you think will show up? Just as a guess. Somebody tell me. Big Gems later. Robert, please tell us more about this KOA in the Keys of which you speak. Well, it is the Sugarloaf KOA. It's the southernmost KOA in the United States. Ulises Osorio. Mi esposa y yo somos nuevos y nos atrapaste. También estamos viajando ya. Well, Ulises Osorio, thank you so much for being here. He says, my wife and I were new and you caught us also. And we're already traveling. So thank you for being here. Muchas gracias. Y sigan viajando. Viajar es magnífico. El Mandalorian Savannah and the trees with moss are cool. Yeah, we didn't do an extensive visit either Charleston or Savannah, to be honest. But we saw the highlights. Mom fell in love with Charleston. She was saying, I want to move here. This is great. Has some of the things that she likes in a city, like having the ocean right there, which is really the bay, but it's part of the ocean. And there was good ambience when we went. It's a cool town, a beautiful town. RV Family Tribe. Hello, Robert from RV Family Tribe. We just came from Blue Spring State Park. Awesome place. Blue Spring State Park. Is that the one in Florida or the one in Missouri? Let me know. Dylan Reynolds. Question. But in any case, have a great time at Blue Spring State Park. Oh, we just came from. Okay. I hope you had a great time at Blue Spring. I start getting loopy after an hour of Well, we haven't been. Let's do it until 6:10, so we do it like a full hour. How about that? Question: How was the first half of 2022 been for you and Neil? It's been great. We've traveled a lot. It's been it's been a little bit of a whirlwind situation of a travel. We've done a lot. I'm falling a little behind on the videos, as you probably know, uh, but I can't wait to share with you everything we've done. It's been quite nice. Suzanne Smithy. Latest video were great, and we love the 360 camera. I'm glad you like it. It's sometimes it is kind of gimmicky, so I don't like to use it too much. But when I go on a hike or something like that, it's uh, I like it. Have you tried Elysian Space Dust IPA? Absolutely, one of my favorite. Actually, that's one of the few. Actually, that's the one IPA they have in Quartzite. Uh, I think that's what it is. The one that they have at the at the adult daycare, whatever it's called, the beer bellies. So whenever we go into Quartzite, and I fully intend to go next year in January. Yeah, do it in either Billings or Boise. We might be able to do Billings in about. Let me look at the map real quick, because as much as I like to think that I am proficient in U.S. geography, uh, right now the exact location of Billings eludes me. I see it's on I-90. No, no Billings, no Boise. No, no. I'm sorry to say, no Billings or Boise. No, we're not gonna be able to make it. Jeffrey Di Bartolo, Norway is real expensive. I was there in the 90s, and a bottle of Coke was $7 in the 90s. Now it's probably 20. But I can attest to that. We were in Norway in 2017, and it is expensive. I mean, especially if you want to go out restaurants and have like a meal. Or we had like it was like a soup. It was like a stew soup slash soup. Granted, we were like close to North Cap, whatever the name of that town is, which escapes me right now. And it was like $100, €100. I mean, converted to kroners, it was like $100 for two soups and maybe two glasses of wine. I mean, it was like outrageous. But I mean, you have to do it if you're there. And but it was absolutely fabulous what we ate. But very expensive. I'll organize an Oceanside, California meetup. Let's plan for 2023. Let's plan for 2023. I will show up in London. There you go, London. I think a London meetup would be great. Happy Father's Day to our friends in the UK. Definitely. London meetup, please. Yes, please. And I'll announce it. But either later this year or next year, we're gonna make it to London at some point. So we're gonna do a London meetup, and we're gonna have some London Pride beer, and this is gonna be great. Or what, I mean, I'm sure there are better beers than that. When we were there in 2015, uh, and back in 2015, I was into IPAs, but I wasn't still like the IPA guy. I really like that London Pride Pale Ale. Paulo Delgado, hello everyone. Happy Friday, and Mom. Hey, thank you. When you're around Jersey, I will set it up. I'm sure Sonia will help me. Brody, definitely we have to do it. We're in Jersey. Where would we do a meetup in Jersey? Um Up in the city by like the Jersey City, or down by Atlantic City or Cape May, or you let me know. I mean, Jersey is a pretty big state. RV Family Tribe, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, Rob on the road. I'll be down for a London meetup. All the Roberts, Rob in one place. That would be a great meetup, wouldn't it? London meetup. Okay. Hey, look who's here. Paul Falsey, RV Caravan with us. Remember, Paul? That was a great meetup. It was more like a rally, right? That we did in San Antonio. How long ago was that? Was that 2019? It's been 3 years. I remember you had the sign Traveling Robbers, 64,000 subscribers or something like that, and there's so many more of you now. It's so awesome. So London, Ontario meetup next year, Dylan. Maybe London, New Jersey. Hey, how about we do all the Londons that we can find? Uh, where we spend more time driving than anything else. That's the thing. Sometimes things are very far, and even though this trip I've kind of tried to take it slow, which I have, still, but it's been one of those. Viaduct, man, be sure to check out the U.S. Forest Service Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center in Great Falls, Montana, and the world's shortest river. Yes, we're definitely going to be there probably in about a week, something like that. 27,000, that was it. That was it, Paul. Oh man, it's 2019 was a great year, wasn't it? My van life adventures, Robert. Any Minitini lounge coming up? Maybe set up on a keyboard and micro in your RV, driving, doing live. LOL. Well, this is what I've been thinking. Crazy idea, and it won't. I don't have any speakers, so I won't be able to do it. But I'm thinking find a remote location where I'm not gonna bother anyone. Boondocking with Starlink, like somewhere out there in. Well, we're going in Montana has a lot of remote places, or maybe even like Valley of the Gods, Utah, if anything, and do a Minitini lounge from there. And all people around me are gonna hear is my voice, my singing. Everything else it would be electronic and piped into you. I would be wearing headphones, and I've been thinking of doing that from somewhere out here. So well, we're definitely gonna do a Jersey meetup at some point then. Although, if Hershey, Pennsylvania is close enough, we'll do Hershey, Pennsylvania. um, we're scheduled to be in Yellowstone 7 to 13, 16. Hopefully, we can go. We can support those poor people who have lost so much. Yes, definitely. And if you can get in, yeah. I imagine it would be catastrophic for Gardiner, Montana, if they can't rebuild that road from Gardiner into Yellowstone, because that town, lives of Yellowstone basically. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing my Yellowstone shirt today, because yeah. Anywho, I think I'm gonna start wrapping this one up. Thank you everybody for being here. Um, yep, I just chugged the rest, and I'll see you next week. Where are we gonna be next week? Did I accurately predict where we were gonna be this week? Well, next week, a week from today, we're gonna be.
It's my birthday weekend.
It is Illy's birthday weekend. That's true. It's Illy's birthday weekend. So now we have to change the whole plan because we have to spend Ely's weekend, birthday weekend, at a place that has
Wine.
oh, wine. Does Montana have wineries? We're gonna be in Montana. I don't know exactly where in Montana, but we're gonna be in Montana. So nothing to do with Tony Montana, who invented the "Fly Pelican Fly" moniker. This is gonna be great. It's been a great trip. I'm glad you guys are following. I'm glad, and I can't wait until I can start editing all these videos. I have so much footage, so much footage. I mean, it's gonna be great. When is the Alaska trip 2023? Well, it's gonna be around this time of the year. We're gonna be in Fairbanks, Alaska, for the Midnight Sun Festival. So a year from now. By the way, in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna be 51 years old. I know I look older, but 51. I don't like 51. Doesn't look like a. It's not a nice round up number. But in any case, I'm rambling. Maybe I'm a little buzzed from the Calling IPA. I'll see you next week. I wish I had brought the guitar. No, there are two things that I brought that I haven't used that I could have brought something else. I brought the inflatable boat that I haven't used. I could have brought the e-bike at the same spot, and I brought my keyboard, which I haven't used. But I could have brought the guitar, which at least I would have done here at the. And Eli says, "Thank you." Until next week, thank you so much for watching. Cause I'm riding in my RV. How do you like my hat, by the way? Lewis and Clark? Core of Discovery. And I'm calling this trip the Core of Rediscovery because we are rediscovering Lewis and Clark wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding. Until next week, thank you so much for watching and see you on the road. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and have a great weekend. Happy Friday.